Okay, so it's been a while since I've worked on this engine, maybe a week or so. This had a broken camshaft. It was actually a broken compression relief, which is attached to the camshaft. So in a previous video, I replaced the camshaft. So I'll put an up next box at the end of this video to that video so you can watch it. But I got to do one more thing to it. I got to put a carburetor on it, which I got the carburetor. I thought I'd get it sooner than this, but I didn't. So with the shipping's just all messed up. With the compression relief not working, the battery would not, or the starter, the battery, whatever, wouldn't turn this over. I even brought the beast up here and tried to start it with the beast. It wouldn't start. It would just start to turn, and as soon as it hit a compression, it would stop. So I have turned it over with a little bitty battery. I'll show you that battery here in a little bit, and it does spin now. So we're going to put a carburetor on it, and I'm going to try to start it. I got to do a little bit of modification to the carburetor to make that work, because it's got the shut-off solenoid, the carburetor solenoid, on the bottom of it. And since I don't have electric and I don't want to wire electric up to it, I'm just going to take the one off the new carburetor, put this one on there, which I clipped off the tip so gas can flow to the carburetor. I've also checked to make sure that the shaft seal wasn't leaking, so I filled it with oil so it would sit there, and I've held it off the side to make sure it didn't leak. Okay, so there's the solenoid. I'm going to replace that temporarily. So there's the tip on the new one. You can see that I've trimmed the old one off. We're putting the throttle on. Okay, now we're going to put on the choke linkage. Okay, so I got a gas tank here that I can plug into the carburetor. I'll put the tank up on a table, hopefully, and get it balanced. We'll put some gas in it, and then should be able to get it to start, hopefully. don't need a lot of gas. Okay, so here's the battery that I'm going to use. It's a little, supposedly a motorcycle battery, but I don't think it's big enough to be a motorcycle battery. But you can use them on electric start push mowers. Okay, so I should be about ready to go. I'm going to put some starting fluid in so I don't have to choke it. It's going to be loud. We don't have a muffler. Woo, that was loud and scary. That worked. I was trying to hold on to it and I didn't get to hold on to it as well as I wanted to. But it did start. I spilt my gas all over the place. And we started it with a pretty weak battery. I mean, this is not the strongest thing in the world. So that means that the compression relief does work. Whew, that was loud and scary. The reason it was scary was because it's so loud. You're just not used to it. Okay, so now we're going to replace the carburetor solenoid. let's check the oil while we're here. Yeah, I need to add a little more because the oil filter had to fill up. Okay, so as far as me starting it up, what I did was I hooked the gasoline up, and then when I wanted to shut it off, had I not dropped my gas tank, I pulled the gas hose off, and so I just let it run out of gas. It ran a little bit longer than I expected, actually. The other thing is I didn't see it smoking. I know it didn't run very long, but I didn't see it smoking. So fingers crossed it doesn't smoke. If it does, it's going to be a head gasket. I see a little smoke coming out of here, but it's not just wafting out. So, well, I think this project's done, so I think I can get this one sold or put it onto a lawnmower and sell it. See what happens. Now, as you may know, someone just dropped this off in my yard, so it's not a bad deal. He said it didn't run at all. You know, it was blown. It's not blown. It runs, as you can see. So we saved it. It was a little bit costly. That camshaft is pretty expensive if you buy an OEM, and you probably should buy an OEM. So it was $100 for that camshaft. Probably another 20 bucks for the seals and the gasket. So it can run up there, but it's a lot better to spend $600 or $700 on a new motor. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you to a video where I was working on this camshaft. So I hope I can inspire you to save some money so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.